Intro. Scene: a crowded, dimly lit street in Paris, 1789. In 1789, the streets of Paris were filled with tension, frustration, and cries for change. The French Revolution had begun, and it would forever reshape the course of history. An image of King Louis XVI and Queen Marie Antoinette with the lavish Versailles Palace. At the heart of the revolution were the stark inequalities between the French monarchy and its people. King Louis XVI and Queen Marie Antoinette lived in lavish luxury at Versailles, while the common people struggled to survive, burdened by taxes and famine. A peasant family in rags, struggling to find bread. The French peasants, suffering from economic hardship, saw little hope. Wheat shortages led to soaring bread prices, and the country's national debt grew, worsened by France's involvement in foreign wars, including the American Revolution. The Estates General meeting with representatives from each estate. In May 1789, King Louis called the Estates General, a meeting of the three estates, the clergy, the nobility, and the commoners. But the third estate, made up of the common people, soon found themselves sidelined and underrepresented. The tennis court oath, with people pledging unity, in protest, the Third Estate declared themselves the National Assembly and vowed not to disband until a new constitution was created. In a dramatic move, they swore the tennis court oath in a nearby indoor tennis court, pledging to stay united in their fight for change. The storming of the Bastille, people with torches and weapons outside the prison, narrator voiceover. On July 14, 1789, tensions exploded. The storming of the Bastille, a symbol of royal tyranny, marked a turning point. The people, angry and desperate, stormed the prison, freeing prisoners and seizing weapons. This event became a symbol of the revolution and is still celebrated today as France's National Day. The Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen with text on parchment. In August 1789, the National Assembly adopted the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen. This document proclaimed the equality of all men and outlined freedoms that would challenge the old feudal system. It declared that sovereignty rested with the people, not the monarchy. Marie Antoinette in prison, with citizens jeering outside the gates. As the revolution gained momentum, the monarchy began to crumble. The royal family was imprisoned, and their luxurious lifestyle was no longer tolerated. Queen Marie Antoinette's infamous "let them eat cake" phrase was distorted, fueling public hatred against her. The execution of King Louis XVI by guillotine. The monarchy's fate was sealed in January 1793, when King Louis XVI was tried and convicted of treason. His execution by guillotine was a stark reminder that the old regime had been overthrown. Scene: a crowded revolutionary gathering, with citizens holding revolutionary symbols. Narrator voiceover. But the revolution did not stop with the king's death. Radical revolutionaries, led by figures like Maximilien Robespierre, took charge. The Reign of Terror began, where thousands of enemies of the revolution were executed in the name of preserving liberty. Scene: a guillotine in action, with revolutionaries cheering in the background. Narrator voiceover. The guillotine became a symbol of the revolution's violent pursuit of justice. Thousands of French citizens, including political figures and former allies of the revolution, lost their lives during this turbulent period. Scene: Napoleon Bonaparte standing before a crowd with military banners. Narrator voiceover. Amidst the chaos, a new figure emerged: Napoleon Bonaparte. By 1799, he had seized power, ending the revolution and declaring himself first consul, later Emperor of France. Though he brought stability, his reign marked the end of the revolution's ideals. Scene: a scene showing the Napoleonic Empire map expanding across Europe. Narrator voiceover. Napoleon's rise to power showed the world the power of the revolution's ideas: liberty, equality, fraternity. However, the revolution's radical promises would ultimately transform not only France, but the entire European continent. Scene: modern-day France, the French flag waving in the breeze. Narrator voiceover. The French Revolution remains one of history's most powerful and influential movements. Its legacy of democratic ideals and human rights continues to shape modern societies. From the streets of Paris to the world, the echoes of revolution still resonate. Outro, scene. Fade to the modern French flag fluttering against the backdrop of the Eiffel Tower. Narrator voiceover. The French Revolution may have begun with the cries of a few,